Scene script. Ever felt overwhelmed by other people's emotions? Imagine walking into a room and almost immediately you're hit by a wave of feelings, as if you've tapped into an unseen emotional current. You're just understanding people's moods, you're experiencing them. This is often the day-to-day reality for those known as empaths. An empath is someone who can physically, emotionally, or mentally sense the feelings and emotions of others. It's like having an inbuilt radar that picks up on the subtlest shifts in the emotional atmosphere around them. And while this heightened sensitivity can foster deep, meaningful connections, it can also be quite draining. Imagine carrying not just your emotions, but the emotions of those around you as well. It can be a lot, can't it? It's a bit of a double-edged sword, a blessing and a curse rolled into one. Any of these experiences sound familiar, then you might be an empath. Empathy is not a weakness, it's a superpower. Now, that might sound like a bold statement, but let's delve a little deeper to understand why it's true. Being an empath is akin to having an invisible antenna that picks up on the emotions and energies of those around you. It's a profound ability to connect with others on a level that most people can't even imagine. Imagine, if you will, a world where everyone could truly understand each other's emotions. A world where empathy, kindness, and compassion are the norm, not the exception. That's the world that empaths can help create. You, as an empath, can be a catalyst for positive change in this world. However, to harness this superpower, it's crucial to first understand and accept it. You may have been told that you're too sensitive or that you need to toughen up, but the truth is, your sensitivity is your strength. It's what allows you to be in tune with others and the world around you. It's what makes you, you. Being an empath doesn't mean you're burdened with the weight of the world. Instead, think of it as being gifted with a unique perspective, a lens that allows you to view the world in vibrant, emotional technicolor. It's a gift that can bring about understanding, compassion, and positive change. However, it's also important to remember that understanding and accepting your empathic nature doesn't mean you have to solve everyone's problems. It's about using your gift to connect with others, to offer comfort and understanding where you can, and to promote empathy and kindness in the world. It's okay to feel overwhelmed at times. It's okay to need time to process and recharge. But don't let these moments of overwhelm make you believe that your empathy is a burden. It's a gift, one that the world desperately needs more of. Let's embrace this superpower together, understanding it, accepting it, and using it to create a more empathetic world. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. One of the challenges for empaths is setting boundaries. Let's dive into this a bit deeper, shall we? You see, as empaths, we have an innate ability to absorb the emotional energy of those around us. While this can be a beautiful gift, it can also be draining if we don't learn to protect ourselves. Consider this. Imagine you're a sponge, soaking up all the water around you. If you don't wring yourself out every now and then, you'll become saturated, weighed down, and unable to function effectively. That's what it's like for an empath who doesn't set boundaries. You become overwhelmed with the emotions and energies of others, making it difficult to distinguish your own feelings from those you've absorbed. So, how do we set these boundaries? The first step is learning to say no. I know it's easier said than done. As empaths, we often worry about disappointing or upsetting others. But remember, it's okay to decline invitations or requests that don't serve your well-being. You're not required to be everything to everyone. Next, make time for self-care. This could be anything from a quiet walk in nature to a soothing bubble bath, or even just a few minutes of meditation each day. Create a safe space where you can recharge and disconnect from the energies around you. Finally, don't feel guilty about putting yourself first. Many empaths struggle with this, as we're often so focused on caring for others that we neglect our own needs. But here's the thing, the more you nurture yourself, the more capacity you'll have to help others. It's like the safety instructions on an airplane. You have to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. Setting boundaries is about preserving your energy, protecting your emotional well-being, and allowing yourself to thrive as an empath. It's about understanding that it's okay to take care of yourself, to say no, and to disconnect when needed. So remember, setting boundaries is not selfish, it's self-care. As an empath, self-care is not just important, it's essential. It's like refueling a car. You can't expect to run on empty and still deliver a smooth ride. So let's explore some of the self-care practices that can help you recharge and ground yourself. An effective and well-known practice is meditation. It allows you to connect with your inner self and find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Just imagine each inhale as an invitation to peace, and each exhale as a release of tension. Even a few moments of meditation a day can make a significant difference. Spending time in nature is another grounding technique. Nature has a beautiful way of reminding us of our place in the world and helping us feel more connected to the earth. You don't need to go on a grand adventure to reap the benefits. A simple walk in the park or tending to your garden can do the trick. Writing or journaling can also be a powerful tool. It allows you to express your feelings without judgment, which can be incredibly liberating. Think of it as a letter to your future self. You're not only documenting your journey but also creating a space to reflect and understand your emotions better. Now, you might be wondering, but how do I find time for all this? Well, remember, self-care is not about adding more tasks to your to-do list. It's about incorporating small acts of kindness towards yourself into your daily routine. It could be as simple as enjoying a quiet cup of tea, taking a few minutes to stretch, or even just allowing yourself to do nothing for a while. Remember, as an empath, you are constantly absorbing the energy and emotions of those around you. It's like being a sponge in a sea of feelings. That's why it's so important to take care of yourself. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Take time to tune into your needs and honor them. Because after all, you can't pour from an empty cup. So fill your cup first, and then you can overflow into the world with your empathy and kindness. Being an empath doesn't have to be overwhelming. Believe it or not, it's actually possible and quite wonderful to thrive as an empath. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today and see how these steps can empower you to not just survive, but to truly flourish. Firstly, understanding and accepting your empathic nature is crucial. You've been blessed with an innate ability to feel and understand the emotions of others. This is a unique gift, not a curse. Recognizing this can shift your perspective from one of burden to one of privilege. It's okay to be different, to feel more deeply. You're not alone in this journey, and there are many who share your experiences and can offer support. Next, setting boundaries is a vital part of thriving as an empath. You must learn when to say no, when to step away, and when to protect your own emotional well-being. This doesn't mean shutting yourself off from the world, but rather finding a balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. It's about understanding that it's okay to prioritize your own needs. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. Thirdly, self-care needs to be a priority. Grounding techniques, meditation, time in nature, these are all powerful tools to help you recharge and regain balance. It's not just about physical well-being, but emotional and mental health too. Regular self-care is a non-negotiable part of thriving as an empath. Being an empath is about more than just feeling others' emotions. It's about using that gift to foster connection, understanding and compassion. It's about living a life filled with depth and meaning. But most importantly, it's about embracing who you are and celebrating the unique, empathic individual that you are. Remember, your empathy is a gift. It's time to let it shine. It's time to embrace your empathic nature. It's a part of you that's as unique and beautiful as a fingerprint, a gift that allows you to experience the world in a way that not many can. You've learned about understanding your gift, setting boundaries, self-care, and thriving as an empath. Now it's up to you to put these strategies into practice. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Take one step at a time. If you stumble, it's okay. The important thing is to pick yourself back up and continue moving forward. Implement these strategies at your own pace. It's not a race, it's about progress and growth. And above all, remember to celebrate your empathic nature. It's not a weakness, but a strength. It allows you to connect deeply with others, to feel and understand their emotions. You are an empath, and that's something to be proud of.